Hi, this is Dave Archer. In this video, we will review use of the saddle to handlebar adapter. Viewing the VeloAngle instructional video prior to this or any of the other optional adapter videos is highly recommended. VeloAngle's standard handlebar adapter is equipped with a V feature that finds the center of standard 31.8 and 35 millimeter handlebars, measuring from the bottom bracket. The introduction of aero handlebars, those integrated with the stem or with inadequate clamp diameter access, requires an alternative measurement technique. This saddle to handlebar adapter allows measurement of these non-standard bars from the saddle adapter to a user-selected location on the handlebar tops. Before demonstrating adapter use, first we'll cover how these two handlebar adapters and the saddle adapter integrate with VeloAngle. The length scale is calibrated to the VeloAngle's reference bores with the sliding housing extended to the saddle position. The saddle adapter's contact surface is aligned with the center line of that bore. To provide access, the standard handlebar adapter has a measurement reference point beyond the sliding housing bore. To allow the use of a single measuring scale, the sliding housing is retracted. As with saddle measurement, the opposite reference bore is aligned with the bottom bracket. The adapter covered in this video measures from the saddle rather than the bottom bracket. Therefore, the end of the tool that previously engaged the bottom bracket now accepts the handlebar adapter. To provide the required clearance to the end of the tool, the adapter's measurement point is extended still further than with the standard adapter. To account for this added length, the saddle adapter tube is now inserted into the sliding housing's elongated hole. Here you see a summary of all configurations. An easy way to remember the proper position of the sliding housing is that any time a handlebar is being measured, the position marked handlebar should be used. Fortunately, actually taking the measurement takes less time than going over the background leading up to it. Start by sliding the elongated hole fully onto the saddle adapter tube. Extend VeloAngle so that it rests on the handlebar. With VeloAngle parallel to the bike's center line, decide where on the handlebar the measurement will be taken. Because molding allows complex handlebar geometry, that location is often open to interpretation. For this video, the measurement point will be 16 millimeters from the bar's leading edge at the width of hand placement. 16 millimeters was chosen to be consistent with the center of a standard 31.8 millimeter bar. We'll use the calipers provided with the adapter to help find that location. For anyone not familiar with vernier calipers, we'll provide a brief introduction. Calipers are generally used to measure the distance between two surfaces. You read the measurement by selecting the hash mark that is most closely aligned with the zero reference line located on the sliding jaw. The hash marks on the main scale are in 1 millimeter graduations. I have here a 1 1/4 inch diameter rod, or 31.8 millimeter diameter. We see the zero line is just shy of 32 millimeters. You can ignore this lower scale. With precision calipers, a second scale provides a finer level of resolution. The scale is of no practical use with these economy calipers, and 1 millimeter resolution is all that's needed for this application. With our location marked, we're ready to take the measurement. The adapter can be inserted on either side of the tool and slid out to provide greater coverage. Take the measurement by simply aligning the adapter reference point with the target, making sure the tool stays parallel with the bike. Note that when taking the measurement, the adapter should be pulled toward the handlebar to take out the clearance in the elongated hole. The adapter is dimensioned to be referenced from the far edge of the hole. It's probably not clear why the hole is elongated in the first place. First, because of extremely small pin-to-hole clearance is needed for accuracy. The parallel pins in the two handlebar adapters would bind without it. Secondly, because VeloAngle is near horizontal, side-to-side movement, magnified by the length of the tool, would tend to slide the saddle adapter back and forth. Elongating the hole allows free movement. The calipers are provided to measure the thickness of the handlebars, so the handlebar stack dimensions from the bottom bracket to handlebar center can be calculated, if desired. In this case, the thickness measurement is a bit over 23 millimeters. Time trial bikes are another application with even greater measurement diversity. The handlebar adapter setup has the length and width capability to cover most measurements. However, a sometime barrier to carrying them out is tool clearance. As shown here, armrest pad centers are generally accessible. Note that VeloAngle can be used upside down to prevent nib interference. Bar extensions that are near horizontal will lead to interference, as shown here. An alternative is to use VeloAngle directly without adapters. Simply locate one nib on the saddle reference and touch off the other nib on the points of interest. Of course, one shouldn't compare measurements taken parallel to the bike center line with those taken from center to side. A convenient and accurate way of marking the saddle reference is to release the strap on the saddle adapter body and slide it off the rear of the saddle. Looking directly down on the saddle, use the scale to mark the point used for the BB to saddle measurement. This same technique can also be used on saddles with cutouts. Painter's tape, the post-it note's love child, often comes in handy. Applied with some tension, there's negligible sag. Finally, we have another similar application for recording shifter hood location. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them in the comments section below or contact us at VeloAngle.com.